Hey guys, Tristan here, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to have a little chat to you about self-doubt and how that can really hold you back from getting some of the goals and outcomes that you really feel like you deserve. And this is what I have conversations with my clients about ongoing, and have been doing so for the last 10 years comfortably, because it's one of the things that really makes a difference between just rocking up to the gym and actually making change. If your thinking doesn't change and you are critical, you're judgmental, and you're aware of all the ways in which you suck, you're not good enough, and things aren't working out for you, then piling more and more and more energy on top of that really stunts your momentum, and it's really a block for you going from where you are to where you need to be. So what I've been helping people do for a long time, and what a lot of athletes really need to do, is they need to go, and this is not just for athletes, but this is for anyone that wants to create change on a physical, mental, or emotional level. It's go from this state that we're in that's holding us back to having awareness around it, and then moving with that awareness to where we want to go. So that's really what I'm trying to do today, is I'm trying to bring some awareness to some strategies that can help you to do that. And I hope that if you're sitting here watching this video and you're feeling a bit stuck and like you've been procrastinating, you've been holding yourself back, maybe you're a little scared, maybe you're a little embarrassed, maybe you don't feel good enough, maybe self-doubt is just the burden that you've been carrying with you, then this video can give you some steps and some hope to start moving forwards towards a better version of you, and achieving some of those goals that you really want to in your health and your fitness. And health and fitness really is a mental and emotional change. It's a whole body change. We aren't these separate creatures that have physical parts and mental parts and emotional parts. You'll find that they are all intertwined, they are all connected, and you can't have one operating well without the other operating. They're all holding themselves back. And I'll find it interesting if anyone has a different point of view. So, if you do have a different point of view, or if you do have a question that you'd like to put into the comments, then please do that and tag me so that I can see it, and I'll be happy to answer and get back to you with my thoughts related to those along the way and as I see them. So that's really what I want to do here, is I want to open up this question and this chat and this opportunity for you guys to ask some questions, give you a couple of tools, and then we see where we go from there. I haven't done a lot of these, so I hope if you find value, you let me know that it was valuable, and maybe we'll do some more of them. And if it's not valuable, I'll just keep it for my clients, and we'll do that one-to-one. That's cool as well. So one of the biggest things that's holding us back is self-doubt. And self-doubt first appears as a thought that's flitting around in the universe, in the world, in our mind, in our head, wherever it might be. And what it is generally, and it could be different for you, but I've found that it's criticism, it's blame, it's this negativity, it's feedback that you can't do it, and it's judgy, it's critical, and it's harsh. And what I want to bring to the table is, what is the opposite of that? And generally it's compassion, it's empathy, and it's empowerment or encouragement. So, one of the reasons why I guess we have this negativity and we're so aware of it is because back in the day when we were cavemen and cavewomen, we really had to look out for danger. We had to protect ourselves. There was a lot that was out there trying to get us. And, we needed to have this negative bias to be able to see the gaps and see the problems. Part of the way that humans have evolved is seeing the things that are going to make us suffer and make us hurt. And we want to protect ourselves from that. So, when we now, in this evolved state that we're in with this reasonably, I guess, comfortable life in many ways, when we now get put in these situations where we have an opportunity to walk into a gym or to hire a personal trainer or to step into a new level of self and maybe, try something that's going to expand us emotionally or psychologically or mentally or physically or whatever, in whatever realm and whatever way, we can have this discomfort And what happens when we have this discomfort is like we have this feedback that, we might not be safe here in this environment. And our negative bias is looking for reasons why we're not safe so that we can survive. And that was really, really helpful back in the day. But, we don't always need it right now. And, some would argue that we need it right now more than ever. But that's a whole different conversation. And maybe that will explode in the feed and maybe it won't. But, hopefully that this conversation stays with you around health and fitness and how this can serve you to make really strong choices with confidence and let that self-doubt go. And if it does that, then I feel like I've added some value. So what it is we have this negative bias. It's there to protect us. We walk into the gym, if I set the scene, and we notice that there's all these machines that we don't really know how to use. There's maybe some barbells or dumbbells flying around because these really fit athletic people are just throwing these dumbbells around and, maybe even grunting or whatever. And you look around the room and you just immediately, you catch on to these thoughts. And it's like, I don't belong here. I'm not fit. I can't believe how fit these people are. Look at you, you're fat and lazy. And you have all these thoughts into their head and they're basically there to protect you, to keep you safe from being uncomfortable. Now, if you keep hiding from being uncomfortable, what you are doing is you are just shrinking your sphere of comfort. Okay, what we need to do is we need to push out on the world. We need to push out into discomfort so that it becomes more and more familiar. The more familiar discomfort becomes, the more comfortable we are in our world. So we need to push out on discomfort. That is a given. That is the first thing. And one of the ways to push out on discomfort is just to learn to have a little bit more compassion. So how do we do that? Well, that's the compassion strategy that I want to talk you through. And if you've listened this long, I figure you're going to stick around. So thank you and good on you. So the first thing is that we don't give it any extra energy that it doesn't already have. So we have this thought, you're too fat, you're lazy, you're unfit, you don't belong here, whatever it is. And we don't give it any energy. We don't give it proof. We don't look for all the reasons why we're lazy. We don't look for all the reasons why in the past we've failed. We don't try and remember. We don't focus on that thought and let that resonate and hold in our psyche and start going down the rabbit hole of all the times we've walked into a gym and walked out and left feeling fat and lazy and then gone and eaten a chocolate bar, a tub of ice cream, bought 3 Mr. Fields cookies and then eaten another 3 when we got home. We don't do that thinking process. The process we try to train ourselves to do, and it's okay if you fuck it up because compassion says we have another go, okay? But what we try to do is we don't give it any extra energy. So we just, step 2, we accept the thought. We accept the thought. Okay, we've had the thought, I'm lazy. We've had the thought, I'm unfit. We've had the thought, you've walked into the gym before, you've done this before, you don't belong here, get the fuck home. Okay, you've had that thought. And you just accept it. You say, thank you for looking out for me. You say, thank you to your subconscious self that's trying to protect you. Thank you for looking out for me. Thank you for my negative bias. I know that you're there to protect me. I know that you're there to keep me from danger. Thank you. I'm safe. I appreciate your feedback. Talk to it like a good friend. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you looking out for me. I'm just not giving you any attention because I'm ready to move into a little bit more discomfort. And that's all you do. So step 2 is accept the thought. Step 3 is that you have a non-attachment to any further thinking that relates to that. So if you've accepted that thought as real, everything after that is just non-attachment. So what you want to do is you want to observe your thoughts as separate from you. So if you can observe the thought, then you are not the thought. Number one rule of, my number one rule of what I learned in Buddhism. So what you want to do, I've read a couple of Buddhist books. You want to observe your body, your breathing, and observe your thinking. And if you are the observer, observing your body, if you are the observer, observing your thinking, then you are the observer. You are not the thought. You are the observer. You are not the body. And that is a powerful awareness to awaken within yourself, Because when you're going through training, when you're going through difficult times, when you're going through discomfort in the gym session or whatever in life, I'm not the body, I'm not the thought, I'm the observer. And you can observe yourself going through some of the challenges that you go through in your life. But ultimately, it's an awareness of non-attachment. If you can see the thought, you can distance yourself from it, and you don't have to connect with it. You don't have to have all those memories, all those reminders of why you are lazy, why you are tired, all the feedback in the past. You can totally disconnect from it. I see that thought. I see you. I thank you. I am not you. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Don't accept. No, don't attach, not don't accept. Not attached. Not attached to you. Thank you, but I'm not attached to you. Number 4, communicate to yourself with compassion. Have some compassion. If a friend said to you, I've walked into the gym 500 times, I keep leaving, I can't do it, I'm such a fucking failure, I'm fat, I'm lazy, I'm overweight, and I just eat shit all day long. And even if that's not you, and you eat pretty healthy, but you're just a little bit stuck, that's okay. Like, this is not just for that stereotype, but just anyone who is stuck and needs a little bit of compassion, because self-criticism, self-blame is holding you back from taking forward steps. What you would say to a good friend is, it's okay. Anyone in your position would feel that way because you haven't had the experience. You haven't been taken through a process where you've felt safe. You haven't been walked through it. No one's held your hand and helped you to go step 1, step 2, step 3. It's very foreign to you. It's very unfamiliar. So anyone in your shoes trying to step through that door would have a hard time. It's okay. But you know what? You can do it. And when you do it, you'll feel amazing for it, because I think that there's a part of you deep down that believes that you can do it and you do deserve it. And when you're ready, you'll do it. And you'll be great. And what that does is it just allows that person to forgive themselves. It allows that person to see that discomfort is a normal part of it. It allows them to just be okay with themselves and not have that negative baggage as another reason why they suck and why they can't do it. So when you give that gift to yourself, you really give yourself love. You really give yourself a reason to forgive, a reason to let go, and a reason to have hope and look forward to the possibility of walking into that gym and saying yes to you, or walking up to that personal trainer, or stepping into a new difficult and uncomfortable situation that you know is going to serve you really, really well. So it's really important, I think, that we don't be the majority. Like, a lot of people go through their life and they have no conscious awareness of their thoughts. A thought comes in, they are the thought, they give energy to the thought, they have reasons and proof as to why that thinking relates to them, and they just go along revolving the exact same way that they've always been. And really, I think evolution in its truest sense is the ability to consciously notice how you're doing, what is going on, and make conscious positive steps forward to evolve and to change. And you know, that is what is needed for anyone who is stuck in a rut. We need to become conscious of really what is going on. We need to bring some awareness to that. And then we need to take some steps to let go of some baggage, to have a little bit more compassion, and to give ourselves another go moving forwards. So compassion is the word of the day. And I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen, to tune in. I want to encourage you all to give yourselves a little bit of compassion. And one of the exercises that I think you can do right now, if you're interested and you've listened this far, is just to make a couple of notes, if that's okay. Get out a notebook or a piece of paper and just take note of 3 times in your life where you've fucked up, where you've made a mistake, or you felt like a failure or an idiot, or you've embarrassed yourself. And maybe start with ones that are a little bit gentle, like, you know, you went to the shops and you forgot to buy it. You went for an apple and you came back with bananas and forgot all about the apple. Like, it doesn't have to be the greatest failure that you've ever done in your life. You can work up to that. But start with one that's small, and maybe one that's medium, and one that's big, and just start trying to language it to yourself, language some compassion as if, you were talking to a friend, and just say, hey, I know you went to the shops for an apple, and that was really, really important to you that you got an apple for your breakfast, and you were really looking forward to eating that good, juicy, luscious apple, and you fucking forgot, and you got bananas. Like, man, that can happen. Supermarkets are chaotic at the moment. They're crazy. There's people everywhere. There's so many options. There's so many distractions. You got all this fucking check-in bullshit. You got people everywhere. You got self-checkouts. You got people that can help you. All the people that are coming in, they want to talk to you because they like you. Have a little bit of compassion, man. It's all good. You forgot. Just go back and get an apple. Go to the local grocer. Get an apple. Get 10 apples. Have 2 today. It's all good. We forget stuff. We all forget stuff. Well done for realizing that you went for an apple and you came back with bananas. Now that you've realized, you can go back and get what you really want. So this is my exercise for you. It's to talk to yourself as your own best friend. It's to talk to yourself with love. And it's to deal with. It's to go back and handle gently, carefully, kindly, and consciously 3 moments in your life where you deserve compassion, where you deserve to be loved. And take all the time you need, because you deserve to feel good. You deserve to let it go, and you deserve love. Bye, guys. Look forward to your comments. Thank you.